1500 metres in the Olympics and 800 metres in the World Championships. Tanui, the other Kenyan danger, number 561, Kirochi, and Peter Elliott. He says this weather is just doesn't really suit me, but it's only 1500 metres. It shouldn't be too much trouble. But he was saying about yesterday that he was really flying, and occasionally in your running career you get times when everything goes right. You can't really explain it, but it's like the man whose time has come, and I feel that today that's going to be Peter Elliott.
Tactically, he's got an interesting choice to make, because he's not got a short finish. At some stage he's got to go from some way out.
I think he's well aware of that, and he's prepared to do that. Tony Morrell, the other English representative, well, Tony's been running reasonably well in the last couple of weeks, and now has got a newfound confidence as he steps up and lines up, quite rightly so, in this Commonwealth Games final.
So Tony's drawn on the inside. John Walker now 38. Do you really believe this will be his last race?
I bet you anything you like it won't be his last race. He'll never give up racing, John. He just loves to be there. He loves to be where the action is. And the action today will be on that track.
Well, Peter Elliott with time to smile and wave at a fan in the crowd, and he's got a lot of those. Morrell, Wilfred Bilston drawn on the inside for England.
Moving dangerously up to the 1500 metres, Tony Morrell.
Next to him in the second position, we've got Dave Campbell of Canada, the bronze medalist 4 years ago, second in the Canadian Championship. Then the tall figure of Pat Scammell of Australia, coached in England by John Anderson. Next door is Peter Elliott, who of course won the Olympic silver medal.
Peter Elliott.
Also got a silver in the World Championship 800 and a bronze in the Commonwealth Games 800 4 years ago. Ian Hamer, of course, a bridge end in his second final. What a games he's had. Bronze in the 5,000.
In sixth, the former.
Now listen to the applause for this man. Over 104-minute miles behind him.
Sustained career in athletic history, John Walker of New Zealand.
And what it beats your series day today, the Kenyan, who's been fourth in the Olympic Games, fourth in the World Championships. He's now 32. This possibly his last chance of a major international medal.
In eighth,
the soldier from Botswana, he's got a best time of 3:41.97. The reigning Northern Ireland champion. He came over for some work in Europe. Simon Doyle, the Australian #1, won the 800 and 1500 metre trials. This is the new Kenyan, William Tanui. We've only seen him Crystal Palace once. He didn't run very well then, but he won the Kenyan's trials. Didn't look too happy in qualifying yesterday. Now the big threat, Wilfred Kirochi of Kenya, the world junior champion.
1989 for Kenya, Owanda Wilfred Kirochi.
The Kenyan record holder, 3:32.57. Right on the outside, Peter O'Donoghue.
And the New Zealand champion, Peter O'Donoghue.
Coached by Olympic medalist John Davis, who's commentating for New Zealand television just behind us. The starter calls them forward.
On your marks.
The men's 1500 metre final. Morrell rightly out fast on the inside, says he doesn't get blocked. Alongside him, Dave Campbell. What a race is going on there. It's Tanui who's taking it on now. Tanui, the Kenyan trials winner, the almost unknown Kenyan. Came here with a big reputation, and this is going to be a race. There's no question about that, because the pace is fast from the start, and Elliott is leading the chase. Kirochi just behind Elliott, and he's the danger to Elliott as Tanui settles down in front. Elliott in second place, Kirochi is third, Morrell fourth. Then the two Australians, first Doyle and Scammell, and Cheshire working his way through the field just ahead of John Walker. Coming up now to complete 400 metres, and this looks to be quick. Tanui leads, Elliott in second place, 55.62.
Well, a great race in prospect here, and Peter Elliott will be absolutely delighted that they've gone off fast, because he knows he's strong, he knows his finish is going to be a long finish, and this early pace will help a long finisher. But I noticed Kirochi obviously picked out Elliott as the danger. He followed him every inch of the way. He moved in quickly behind Tanui, and there he is in third place, the danger of the games. But Peter Elliott moving on the outside now, looking strong, full of confidence. Tony Morrell running well too.
Well, the decision's been made. Oh, another crash! One of the Australians is down, and one of the New Zealanders. It's Scammell and John Walker. What a tragedy. First Coe, and now John Walker. Meanwhile, Coe's illness, Walker's fall. 2 to go. Tanui leads. Elliott in second place. Third is Kirochi alongside Morrell. Fourth is Doyle.
Well, I can't believe that, because this morning, there goes on the inside, and there goes Scammell. But this morning, Peter Elliott said he was really worried about this, and he was nervous about running alongside Pat Scammell. He says he's always involved in danger.
1:56 almost at 2 laps. Pace just slowing fractionally. And they're gathering behind Tanui now with a lap and a half to go. 600 metres left. Tanui leads. Elliott in second place. Morrell still there, third alongside Kirochi. 5 is Doyle. And 6 and 7, O'Donoghue of New Zealand and Cheshire of Kenya. Gathering themselves now. And there goes Elliott with the long run for home, as we expected. Approaching the bell. And Kirochi got slightly caught. Tanui's getting in his way in the last lap of this Commonwealth Games final. Peter Elliott there to be shot at. He's taken the early decision. The pace has been fast all the way. Elliott leads, gradually winding it up. Tanui second, Kirochi third, Doyle 4, Morrell 5, O'Donoghue 6. And still, he's not got rid of Kirochi. Tanui's fading. Elliott with a problem now at 200 metres. The tiny Kenyan, the World Junior Champion, right there behind him. And Elliott kicks again. He's gradually winding it up all the way. But Kirochi's not giving way. And Peter Elliott starts to come away now. He's got 3 metres to spare. And Elliott being roared home by the crowd. Kirochi's trying to respond. But Elliott is going to take the gold medal for England. A brilliant run. Elliott wins, Kirochi second, O'Donoghue of New Zealand third, Doyle Australia 4, Morrell of England 5, Tanui of Kenya 6, Cheshire Kenya 7, Tay of Botswana 8, Hamer of Wales in 9th place, 10th place Dave Campbell, the bronze medalist of 4 years ago. Scammell gets off the deck to finish next, and John Walker, another faller, finishes in last place. The last 300 metres, 39.4, and what a race he ran. He'd put his head on the block at the bell. The race had a strong pace all the way, finishing in 33.4, and he goes across to commiserate with John Walker. He must have heard now what happened, and John Walker walks sadly away as Peter Elliott asks him to join him on the lap of honour. And what a gesture that is, and what a moment. The new champion pays tribute to one of the great milers and 1,500-metre runners of all time, John Walker. And really, these games have been fraught with problems, and for Walker to be a victim. Elliott, though, Kirochi knew the danger, but Elliott judged this to perfection. And he took the lead. He didn't go sprinting away like a startled hare, but wound it up, didn't get rid of Kirochi. The telling point, though, was just after the 200-metre mark, on the crown of the bend, when he still was able to increase pace. O'Donoghue, a surprise third for New Zealand. He's run well. But there, the great New Zealand hero, in front of his home crowd, alongside the new champion, Peter Elliott.
Well, Peter was so controlled in the straight. There was one point where we thought Kirochi might have a chance, but Elliott just increased the pace. He ran for the line. He came here to do a day's work. He came here to do an honest day's work, and he did it. He said, I want to be a winner, I want to be a champion. And he, like many other British distance runners, learned the trade from John Walker, came across there in the early 70s. Sebastian Coe, Steve Cram, Steve Ovett, they all learned from John Walker, and none more than Peter Elliott. He's waited a long time, and here we look at the point where Kirochi thought he could win it, but Elliott was determined to win it. Kicking into the straight, running controlled, running strongly, drifting slightly out to the outside, but Kirochi, he thought he could win it. Peter Elliott knew he could win it, and that's the difference in championship racing.
What a good run for New Zealand by O'Donoghue to come through and take the bronze. Oh! The moment of triumph. And now time to relax. The man who came here, the joiner from Rotherham, who built a fence around his friend's garden to keep himself occupied, because he likes to work, he said. Then he dealt with the dry rot outside the house. Every day he worked at his trade as a joiner. Prince Philip clearly intrigued. It's hard to think we may be seeing John Walker disappear down the tunnel for the last time. Simon Doyle, he had a good race for Australia. Just confirmation of the winning time. 3 minutes, 33.4 seconds. And the race was all we hoped it would be, apart from the fall of Scammell and Walker.